Hi everyone, today I'm going to give you a tour of the fig orchard. We have here a few trees that I rooted on December. There's some that I hear I'm going to keep. They're already acclimated to the sun, and we have all these under the shade cloth acclimating to the sun. Some of them are already putting new leaves. If we move here, we have some plums, tomatoes, peach, raspberries. There's a grapevine there. And then we start with the figs. Here is my Ponte Treza. This is starting to put double bumps, so it's going to start putting foliage very soon. This is a Cosme Meño. It is grafted in my Panache Tiger fig. I grafted this tree on February last year, so it's a year and 2 months from graft. And then I give it a hard pruning. I put a lot of very healthy growth, and the leaves are very nice and already putting double bumps. So we're gonna see fig soon. And also something interesting. There's a fig here which was main crop last year, and it's starting to get soft. So this is not a breva officially because it is main crop from last year, but it's actually last year's wood. There's a complicated topic there. Here I have some grass. There's an indigen I did, and the rootstock is a yellow long neck. And then here's my folded down Ramada. I pruned it really hard last year, and it's putting very healthy growth. And I'm starting to see some double bumps there. So we're gonna see figlets in a few. This is Corazon de la Bahia. This was one of the cuttings that I traded with a friend in Los Angeles, and I grafted this one in my Panache. This Coralinos Black Cross is starting to put more leaves and starting putting some double bumps as well. This is Black Tuscan, grafted in yellow long neck. It's doing good. This is a tree that I traded, and I have on the top here I have indigen. And then here I did a Cosme Meño graft, which kind of grow and then drop its leaves, and I thought it died, and then I started seeing new leaves coming, so I think it's good. This is my non pastelier. This one was rooted on September of 2023 on the summer, and then it grew like crazy, and then I put it in the ground last fall, and it already has figlets. Very tasty fig if you have the fig wasp. It tastes just like cherries, and it is actually the skin that has the flavor. This is my cherry cordell. It had a few brevas, but all of them fell off. So I guess cherry cordell is not a breva producer. One branch just broke from the wind that we're having, so also start putting some double bumps. We're gonna see some nice figs soon. This one was rooted on this was December of 2023, and then this tree is just over a year old, and you can see how big it is. It just grows like super fast. Here we have the Col de Dame Noir. This is one of my oldest trees in the third or fourth year. I put it very low to the ground right there, and then it had 4 limbs, really tall, over 9 feet tall, and then I cut it low again around navel height, and then I'm getting lots of new branches, and we're starting to see some double bumps and some figlets formation. So I'm gonna eat a lot of Col de Dame figs. I have a video on my YouTube channel specifically on this one. This is a Desert King earlier that I have that I got from a friend. It's not doing very well, but just giving it a lot of sun and some liquid fertilizer to help. This is my White Madeira #1. I got this from Harvey. Very healthy. Cut it low because I wanted to have some lower branching, and the tree's just doing amazing. And it's already putting double bumps and figs. No breva. I had a breva, but it fell off. This is one of the figs that I'm working on. I'm waiting on. This is it's a very dark fig. Let me see. Oh, Basilica Melisi. Here's the tag. Basilica Melisi. I'm gonna wait. I have another one in the ground. I'm waiting on this one very badly. Here's my Smith. Very strong grower. This tree is also barely over a year old, and it was growing very aggressive, even putting some really strong growth towards the fence, so I had to cut that branch, and it has put a lot of new branches, and all branches are putting figs now. So you can see here it already has a fig there. This is my Corky's Honey Delight. I got this from a friend. This is a extremely productive tree for main crop and breva. So yeah, it's in a year and a half. So this one was actually rooted on February last year, and it grew so aggressive that I had to pinch it, and it grew other set of branches and put it in the ground, and now it's just growing really strong for such a young tree. This is LSU's called Black. I traded for a friend from the east. He said that this one is really good, so I'm waiting on this one. This is called the Don Blanc. Put it in the ground. It's doing good now. I'm gonna see if I can start getting some figs this year. It was an layer that was done last year. This is something that I traded with my friend. He's Zauro. And it was done at the end of April last year. So very young layer. It's showing good growth, at least in ground. He's one of my stars of the show. This is so Coral Black, one of the best figs that you can get, in my opinion. It has excellent acidity. I didn't prune it too much. I just took a couple of layers from some lower branches. We're just trying to put some more lower branches. So probably I'm gonna do in some layers again. And you can see, even though the branches are small, it's already putting figlets. It's like extremely productive. Really excellent. Number one fig for me. It's a Coral Black. This is a CDA. I did some grass here. This didn't take for some reason. And it's growing some more branches, so I'm just letting it grow, and then I'm gonna graft it next year. This is my Violet de Bordeaux. Extremely productive tree. It's just insane how many figs this tree produces. It's just a small tree. It doesn't grow too much, but it puts out a lot of figs. You can see here we already have figs already there. I grafted Victoria here, and Victoria's also putting figs, so hopefully I can try this one. Negra de Agde, extremely productive fig tree. It has one breva there. I try to prune my trees really hard because I have them close to the fence, and I don't want them to go too crazy, because they can get really tall here in California. They can grow up to 9 feet, and then after that it's kind of hard to reach out the fruit and so on. So already has, you know, double bumps and, you know, figlets form. Here's an RDV that I did some grafts. These are those Ermitans. This is an excellent variety that I grafted here. I'm still not sure if the grafts actually took. This one is also those Ermitans, so I'm waiting to see. If not, I will replace it with one of my new ones, put it in the ground. This is De La Caseta. And De La Caseta, I tried this fig at Brian's farm. We have a video where we were trying to describe the flavor. It was excellent, similar to Calder Downs, but a little bit more juicy. I loved it, and asked Brian for some cuttings, and they rooted excellent. And here you can see we have double bumps, and we have figlets already forming. It's a beautiful tree, it's in ground, and the leaves are just big. Look at that leaf. I have big hands, and these leaves are way much bigger and intense green. Here I have a Franken-fig. In this branch here we have Caldedam mutante, which already showing some double bumps and fig formation. This is called the Don Blanc from a different person. This is a white Adriatic fig. Here as more branches of Onon Pastelier. I love this fig, and this is actually the first one that I grafted at the same time I was rooting the other tree, because I wanted to have this variety so badly. And then we have Tia Peña graft. This is a very interesting fig tree. It has really good flavor. You can see all the branches are full of figs or forming figs at this stage. So really excellent cherry tartness, sweetness, flavor fig. This branch I'm gonna do a big air layer here today, and then I'm gonna get another copy of this one, but I want to put it in the ground because it looks very healthy. Here's a graft of Black Celeste that I did this season, and it's doing great. And this other branch we have some more Onon Pastelier. That's how much I love this fig. And this one is Saint Germain. This one I was able to try it out of Brian's farm last summer, and it was excellent. It had a flavor that I cannot describe. And then I asked Brian. I was helping him to pick some figs for his sale, and then I was not able to identify the flavors in this fig. So I immediately asked Brian, "What is this fig?" And he told me Saint Germain. So I'm gonna grow it, and this is a very strong rootstock. This is a white Cadota, which is extremely good for rootstock. And here we're gonna move to my Panacea, one of my older trees, 3 to 4 years old again. This tree is just insane, the amount of figs it puts. Last year I ate about like over 100 figs from this tree. It was insane. Every branch was like 10 to 15 figs. It was insane. And this tree, I just pruned it really hard this winter again, and then it just comes up and puts a lot of figs. Some people say that you should not prune your Panacea too hard, but mine just reacts very positively to this hard pruning. You can see it's already putting figs, so a really good option. You can see here it already has figs. This is a branch that I didn't have last season, so I only have these two, and then some secondary branches from these two. But I saw a branch in a really good position, and I just let it grow all the way here, and I pruned it here. And you can see here that I was able to get that third scaffold, which is gonna allow me to have way more figs. And here's a graft that I did. This is LSU Tiger, and it's doing beautiful. There's another one, LSU Tiger here, which is doing good here. I'm probably gonna have to prune this tree in some other direction so it grows, so it doesn't block that much of a sun. And here's another graft that I did. This is a Bass favorite fig, and it's growing nicely. Here's my Bordisopia Negra Rimata. This tree is just really beautiful. It was very healthy. You can see the leaves that it has. It is extremely healthy. It's already putting double bumps in some of the leaves, and I think it really liked where it was planted. Here we have a Galicia Negra. It has a couple of brevas, which is interesting, and I enjoy breva from this tree, so kind of see how this tasted. Here's my Tatuma mandarin tree. It's already having some fruit. This is a Delsam Homingran. It's already showing some fruit. This tree is a little weird. It's not like super healthy. Um, I'm giving it another chance. It was in a pot, and I put it in the ground, and if it doesn't react well, I'm gonna have to remove it because it's not very healthy. Here's a square black that I traded with a friend. This is a violet disoliase, really good fig. They give me a couple of really tasty figs. It is a graft in my kind of shape. There's the graft union, and it's growing nicely. This is a fig tree that a friend gave me, de la señora Hibernenca. It has some very infected leaf with famous virus, so I'm just getting some chance, and if it doesn't grow, I'm gonna replace it. This is my Joac Noir. This tree was rooted on December or November of 2023, so it's just barely 1 year old, and over 1 year old, and you can see here how big this tree is and how many branches it's putting. I put it in the ground and I just loved it. I was able to enjoy a couple of figs, very tasty, but I'm really looking forward to try this one when the tree matures. This is called the Dam Roja. I bought it bare root tree, and already has fruit in most nodes. It is an excellent producer. This tree produced a lot of figs last year when it was young. This is a Tacoma Violet. Very healthy tree. I rooted it last year, February, and then I pruned it. It is growing nicely. It's kind of committed to the in-ground. It's put in the ground in February, but it looks good. This a tree about last year is a JH Adriatic. I love Adriatic figs, so I'm kind of giving it a chance. I put it in the ground. It was in a 3 gallon, I think, or 2 gallon, and it's starting to grow nicely, so I'm gonna give it some time. This is Martini Carimata from a friend, an early layer. It was struggling on the beginning. It was an air layer from last year, but now it's growing. It's putting some new leaves. Italian 258 from a friend. I put it in the ground. It's starting to put some more new leaves, so I think it's gonna make it. Calderona and Montserrat plants. It was growing nicely, but then it started showing some signs of fig mosaic virus here. So I'm giving some chance. It is in ground, is getting fertilizers a lot of the time, 12 plus hours. So let's see. Here's my Black Madeira KK. It was rooted same November, December 2023. It grew, and now I put it in the ground. It had a lot of figs last year. I was able to eat like 4 or 5 figs in the same year, which was awesome for the Black Madeira type. And I think it's growing nicely, and I think the fig mosaic virus is not affecting the tree too much because it's very healthy. Here's my Caracara orange, full with oranges. It's one of the best ones you can get. This is a Black Madeira that I traded with a friend. They has some fig mosaic virus, and I did something called a rejuvenation pruning, and it just put out these very healthy shoots from the bottom, and you can see here it's already putting double bombs. So very happy to see that. There's the lemon tree. This is called the Dam Grease that I got from Off the Beaten Path Nursery. Very healthy tree. It has lots of breva. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 brevas from a tree that is just over a year old. It's really interesting to see. And then it's also putting some double bombs for the main crop. So very healthy tree. And another lemon tree. It's a 41 cherry. It's growing nicely. And some of the fruits are falling off, so I need to check with people what could be. I'm not an expert in cherries, so. This is Capulco Negra. I rooted this one again last year, and it's growing nicely. Is putting double bombs right there. It's putting some double bombs. Very healthy tree. This is De La Reina. It's finally the connection De La Reina. It's growing super nicely. I see a lot of very healthy growth, and we're even starting seeing some double bumps there. So very happy to see this one. They said it tastes really good. It has a very spicy, different flavor. So that's what I'm looking for. The best figs with the best flavor. I will give you an update in a few months so you guys can see the main crop fruits. Thank you guys. Bye bye.